What's up? What's good, everyone? This is Alex over at Block 1750 here in Boulder. I am super stoked to be here with all of you today on the internet, in the world, to teach a class on hip hop and dance fundamentals for the Boulder Library summer program. We're gonna have a ton of fun. We're gonna talk a little bit about hip hop culture. We're gonna do some house dance. We're gonna do some break dancing. We're gonna sweat. We're gonna move our bodies. It's gonna be a blast. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. Big shout out to Boulder Libraries for making this possible. And I'm excited to be here with everyone today. So just to get started, we're gonna talk briefly about what is hip hop culture, what are the 4 elements of hip hop, what are the core values of hip hop, where does all this come from, and what are we gonna do today? So hip hop culture comes from the Bronx, New York. It started in the early 70s. This culture was primarily founded and created by Black people in America. It also has Latino roots and roots from many different cultures around the globe, but primarily this was a culture created by Black people, and that's really important for us to remember and for us to acknowledge and represent, because without these people and without Black people and people of color, hip-hop culture would not exist today. So there's a guy, and his name was Kool Herc, and he was in New York in the early 70s, and he was kind of one of the, we call him like the godfather of hip-hop. He was a major pioneer. He was hosting these big block party events, and people would come to these events and they would kind of practice all different elements of hip-hop. There's also a major influence, Afrika Bambaataa, and he was one of the primary founders of the codification of hip-hop, and he kind of went on a pilgrimage, if you will, to Africa, and he saw all of these cultural elements that were happening, and he kind of brought this idea back to the Bronx, back to New York, and sort of was a leading force in creating the culture as we know it today. So the 4 kind of main elements of hip hop that we talk about are the dance element, which is initially breaking, but kind of is extended to many different dance styles. We'll talk more about that. The music element, which is the DJ, the person that's playing the music, at the event. They're scratching, they're doing the merry-go-round, they're extending the breaks, they're kind of like keeping the music side of things going. There's the MC, these are like the storytellers, people who are keeping the crowd alive, the party going, the person on the mic, that's the master of ceremonies. And finally, the graffiti art, or the graffiti artists. And this is the visual art side of hip hop culture. And all of these elements contain overarching core values. So in hip hop, we have 4 core values, and these are peace, love, unity, and having fun. First and foremost, peace. In the early 70s in the Bronx, New York, this was a very chaotic and difficult time. The Bronx was burning. People didn't have jobs. People didn't have families. There was a lot of violence. There was a lot of negativity, and there was a lot of oppression. And peace was a huge factor in hip hop, because when people came to these block parties, to these events, they wanted to escape the violence. Violence was part of everyday life, and they didn't want that to carry over into this culture that was being created. So peace was a really important aspect and core value for the foundations of hip hop culture. Love, of course, when you show up to the event, you show love, you show appreciation. That's what it's all about. And without love, really, it's hard for us to create this next element, or this next core value, which is unity. And unity is so important. It's not about doing this alone in your living room. It's about doing it together as a community, as a people. Everyone is welcome. There's really like no boundaries. There's no barriers. There's no walls. And everyone can come to the culture. Everyone, can come as they are, and that's extremely important as well. And being welcomed into the culture, regardless of your background or who you are, where you come from. You're welcome in the unity. And of course, having fun. That's what we're going to do mostly today, is just have fun, get down, have a good time, not take yourself too seriously. And this is an escape, this is an outlet, this is an expressive medium that we can use to just have a good time and have fun and enjoy ourselves and kind of be free from all of the craziness in the world and the things going on outside of our control, and just kind of having a chance to come together and vibe out and be with each other and have a good time. So let's talk a little bit more about the dance element of hip hop. Initially, this was kind of codified as being b-boying and b-girling, also known as breaking or breakdancing. But this hip hop dance kind of umbrella has spread so far and wide as the culture continues to evolve and spread around the world. And now, when we think of like hip hop dance, we think of so many different styles. We think of course, breaking. We also think of house dance. We think of whacking. We think of Vogue. We think of locking. We think of popping. We think of newer styles that are kind of coming in still. We think of Chicago footwork. We think about juke. We think about freestyle hip hop. We think about urban choreography. I mean, there's all of these different things that are coming in and kind of like falling under this hip hop umbrella. And really, it's such a welcoming and welcome culture that pretty much any of these dance styles that comes in and want to be part of it are accepted and appreciated and have something to offer, which is really awesome. And today we're going to talk primarily about two different styles. We're going to do a little bit of house dance. We're going to do a little bit of breaking. House dance comes from the club scene. It comes from it's like a post-disco era dance, and it's a fast dance. It's on your feet. It's very free. It's about the vibe. It's about the groove, and it's a really just it's kind of a more underground dance, but it's a very welcoming, inclusive, supportive culture. And breaking is it's the original dance that kind of came from when hip hop was codified, and it has very deep roots in martial arts, in gymnastics, in rocking, in different dance styles. But breaking as a culture is highly competitive. It's worldwide. It's evolved a lot in the last 40 years, and it's a ton of fun. So let's dig into it. Just to get started, we're gonna do a little warm up. So just make sure you have space. You're not gonna run into anything, and let's warm it up. Just starting with the hop and changing sides. Double it up. Open, close. Skip the middle. One leg. High knees. Guys, we're gonna jump out and change. Speed Other way. And 2 circles. And other way. Nice, back and forth. And arms. Add your knees. And open, close. And backwards. And shake it out. And we're gonna go head up, down. And side to side. To the right and to the left. Now we're going to go front, left, back, right, drawing a circle. Now we're going to go down to our hips. So we're going to go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And then we're going to go forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Now we're going to go forward, left, back, right. Forward, left, back, right. And smooth it out. To our knees, we go forward, back, back. And we go left, right, and circle. Forward, left, back, right. And now we're going to change directions. Take it the other way. Forward, right, back, left. And now take this back up to our hips. And our chest. Nice, and ending with our head. Nice, rolling out our wrists. Cool, hopefully we are warm now. Let's do a really quick stretch just to get our bodies ready. If you're just joining, make sure that you do the warm up before you stretch. It's super important to have our body warm before we stretch out, yeah? So really simple, quick stretch. We're gonna reach all the way up to the ceiling as high as we can. Reaching, and then we're gonna slowly take it down to the floor and sit all the way down, curving our spine, looking at the floor, and then leading with our hips. We're gonna come up and slowly roll all the way up reach to the ceiling, and one more time. Come all the way down to the floor. And looking down at the floor, and roll it up, 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 up. And reach to the ceiling. Nice. Take it side to side. We're gonna reach out as far as we can. Out as far as we can. Reaching and reaching and reaching. Now I take it over the top, reach it out. And other side, over the top, reach it out. Over the top, reach it out. And really start to feel the length that you're creating in all parts of your body, yeah? So really starting to find some nice length there. Now we're gonna take our left hand, cross our body with a flat back, we're gonna hinge forward. And then just grab your leg, ankle, foot, whatever works. So my feet are facing to my right now. Now I'm gonna turn my left foot to face the front. I'm gonna bend this left knee, and just pull back on my right, nice and light. One more time, pull it back, and straight, and back. And lunging it out to the right. So 90-degree angle here, nice and tall and strong. Super tall through your head, arms out to the side. Engaging this back leg like a superhero. And dropping this back knee to pull back. Stretch through this right leg. And now if you can, going deep in this, dropping your elbows to the floor and really finding this nice stretch. Bam. Cool. And pulling back. Back to our lunge. Taking it up and reaching to the right. Going to the left side. So flat back again. We're gonna turn this right foot, face the front, grab our ankle, and pull, bending this right knee to get this stretch in our left leg. Straight, pull, and straight, and one more time. Bend it out. Now we're gonna lunge. Arms come out to the sides, tall and strong. Engage this right leg, 90-degree angle here. Nice, and drop this knee, pull it back. Try not to bend over, trying to stay nice and tall, straight, flat back here. Pushing your belly button towards your thigh. And come all the way in. If you can, drop your elbows. Nice, pulling it back out. Boom. Now we're gonna come in to the left side here, seeing if you can drop your heel to the floor. Yeah, and then using our hands, walk it over to the right, heel to the floor. Seeing if you can get these toes to face as straight as possible towards the front. Straight and straight. Nice, take a seat. Butterflies, feet go together. Don't rip your pants. We're pushing our knees down into the floor. So knees come down and back is flat still. You're not pushing our belly button forward. So knees push down to the floor, belly button forward. Feel that stretch. Nice. And nice and tall. Tall, 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 tall. And legs come out to the front. Feel it out. Nice. From here, just leaning forward, just dropping your hands wherever. If you can make it to your feet, great. If not, don't worry. Just stay tall. Keep your back straight. We don't want to be leaning over. We want to be nice and straight, reaching for our toes. Feel that nice little stretch. Nice. And we'll bend our left leg, and reach to our right foot. And now let's take our left arm up and over. We're gonna stretch out our side body here. Yeah, it doesn't matter where this arm stops. It can be here, it can be all the way at your foot, whatever works. But just feel this length created in your left side. Go ahead and engage this right leg. Kind of like pick this heel up even if you can. Nice, come back up. Change, reach to our left side. And engage and up and over. Creating that length in our right side body all the way down, hip to shoulder. Nice. And our legs are gonna split in the middle. Straight up. And see if you can reach and come close to touching your toes. Yeah, and again, belly button's reaching for the floor. Yeah, activating these legs. And just nice and tall here. Just get a little bit of a lean if you can. Again, we're not curving over. We're reaching our belly button and our chest to the floor. Yeah. But staying nice and tall, nice and strong. Nice. Okay, let's take our right arm across the front and just find some length and stretch inside of this right shoulder. And then take it over the top. Stretch that shoulder out. And left arm in front. Hand over the top. Nice. Now let's get our wrists. So right wrist. Bending. Just creating some length in there. Left wrist. Cool. A couple more. On our stomach, we're going to think about pushing ourselves forward to create some length here in our lower back and spine, and then not pushing up, but pulling ourselves forward, and then just looking up at the ceiling. We're not pushing here, we're just looking and pulling forward. And if you feel really good about that, if your back feels totally fine, then you can lift it up a little bit, but still pulling forward always and looking up. And you should kind of start to feel this stretch in the skin of your stomach, like your skin is getting stretched in front rather than in your back. It should be in front, so I'm pulling forward to make that happen. And looking up. Nice. And coming back. Sitting on top of our feet, placing my hands really far away, and then leaning and kind of like dragging these hands, but letting them stick to the floor so I get this nice shoulder stretch. Kind of pulling my shoulders out and away. Nice. Now coming up and getting my calves, so just walking them out, and then one at a time. Just see if I can get my heel to the floor, just stretching out the back of my leg here. Other side. Take your time, no rush. Stretch out those calves. You can even draw some circles here in our shoulders, our hips and ankles. Cool. Last one. We're gonna face the front in what we call bear position. We're gonna step through. We're gonna reach our hips up and our hand up and over. Yeah, and really reaching my hips towards the ceiling. See if I can look for the walls to my left. Opening and come back through. And other side, my right arm opening up and through. Nice. We're all stretched out. All right. We made it. Welcome back. We are stretched, we're warm, we know a little bit of the history, and now we're ready to actually learn some dance moves. Cool, so like I said before, we're gonna start with a few little house moves and some footwork steps. It's gonna be fun. So we're gonna start with a simple move called a heel toe, and this is just gonna start on our right leg. We're just gonna put our heel and then come back. So it looks like this. Heel, and. Heel, and. Now we're gonna try to be kind of on the balls of our feet here. Yeah, so our heels are off the ground. We're nice and loose, and we're just gonna go heel, toe, and then other side, heel, toe. So heel, toe, heel, toe, toe, heel, toe. Yeah? Ba, 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 ba. Now, this is the easy part, yeah? This is the footwork. Really, the difficult part is integrating our full body. And in hip hop, we call that the groove, yeah? And in house, we have a specific groove. In every style, we have a different groove. In house, we call the groove the jack, yeah? So everybody say the jack. Cool. So our jack is going to be coming into our whole body. It's going to kind of be what makes the dance a dance rather than just da, 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 da. Yeah, this is a dance. It's just a different kind of dance. Yeah, but in hip hop and house, we want to stay nice and loose. Yeah, so we kind of want to like take this jack into our full body, and we're going to start it with our hips. So as our heel comes out, comes back, our hips are going to come. They're going to kind of like draw this little shape up and over. So boom, 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 boom. Yeah? And don't overthink it. Yeah? Just think about like drawing a little wave with your body. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah? And even though our hips are initiating our jack, this is really coming through our whole leg and starting in our knees. Yeah? So it's really important in all these dance styles to bend our knees. Yeah? So bend your knees, and we're going to go heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, and then add in those hips and add in that jack. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. So, little quick tip, trick, yeah? One of the things that we can do to kind of feel into our jack is related to something else. So, the thing that I like to relate the jack to is kind of like you're throwing up, right? Imagine you have like water in your mouth and you're like, bleh, 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 bleh. Yeah? So starting on our knees, we go knees, hips, stomach, chest, bleh. And again, bleh, 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 and bleh. Yeah, so with our heel toe, we go bleh, 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 bleh. And really just feel free here, like relax your shoulders, be nice and loose, yeah? And your jack will kind of happen naturally, yeah? They say like the jack is what happens when you walk in to the club with loud music, bumping, and there's bass, and you just like are like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Or when you put your headphones on, it's like your favorite song, and you're like, oh yeah, this is my jam. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's your jack, yeah? So you already have it, you just have to find it. It's somewhere in there. We're just going on like a jack rescue mission, yeah? It's inside of you already. Cool? So let's try that with music really quick. Just our heel, toe, and our jack. So, we're gonna start it slow. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now turn to the right. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And face away from me. And turn to the right. Go 1. Face. Nice, awesome. Okay, let's try it a little bit faster. Yeah, so that was half speed. Now we're gonna go tempo. So it's gonna go like this. We go 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fast, right? We go 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go in a circle again. We go 5, 6, 7, 8, and front. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To the right. 2, 3, 4, It's fast. House music is fast. It's like 129, 132 BPM, which is more than 2 beats a second. Yeah, it's like boom, 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 boom. But that's what makes it awesome and fun. Cool. So that move's called our heel toe. Yeah. We're just gonna level it up one time, just for those of you that are feeling advanced and super spicy. Yeah. So we're gonna go heel, but now our toe, instead of coming back, it's gonna cross in front. Toe. So we cross over. Boom, boom. So we go heel, cross, heel, back. That's our right side. Left side we go. Heel, cross to the front, tap the toe, come back to reset. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? And the tempo for this is going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Cool. So let's do 4 heel toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 crossovers. 5, 7, 8. Cool. So we go 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Yeah? Let's try it half speed with music. Again, 5, 6, 5, 6, half speed. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Full speed. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. One more time. We go 5, 6. On your own, one time, 2, 3, 4, you go, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, nice. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so that is a little bit of basic heel toe footwork, yeah, for our house. We're gonna do one more house step, yeah. So this step it comes from a step called a farmer, yeah. But I call it a farmer 180, yeah? So basically we're gonna start facing one direction. Let's face to the left, yeah? So we're facing to the left. Our right foot is gonna go up and we're gonna hop on us. So we're gonna go hop. But when we hop, we're gonna face the front. So we're gonna go hop to the front. So we're gonna go hop to the front, yeah? Now, as we land at the front, hop, we're gonna drop our right foot and we're gonna tap on the floor, then we're gonna open up. So we go hop, tap, open. Again, 7, 8, we go 1 and 2. 7, 8, we go 1, 2. 7, 8, 1 and 2. 7, 8, 1 and 2. Cool? Now this is actually gonna go, it's called a farmer 180, not a farmer 90, yeah? So we're gonna go all the way to the other side with it. So we're starting to the left, we're going hop, we're gonna tap, but then we're gonna open to the right, yeah? So it goes 1 and 2. 7, 8, we go 1 and 2. 7, 8, 1 and 2. Yes? Cool, now we're gonna take that same move from here to the other side, yeah? So starting with our left leg, hopping on the right, we go hop, and then we're gonna drop, open. Back we go, hop, drop, open. 1 and 2. Hop, drop, open. Yeah? Now take this all the way to the other side. So we go 1 and 2. Cool, and then take it back. Right foot comes up. 1 and 2. Left foot, 3 and 4. Right foot, 5 and 6. Left foot, 7 and 8. Yes? Cool. So it's important to remember that our front leg is always going to go first. Yeah? So it goes front leg, pop, back leg. Yeah? So it's always the front leg leading, front leg, yeah. And what was our back leg before is now our front leg, yeah. Front leg goes again, front leg hit. So we go, front leg goes, front leg goes. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, yeah. Our arms, we're just gonna go up and out for now. So we're gonna go up and open, ga, 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 boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, yeah. And if you have it, if you have that jack feeling, yeah, let that come into there, yeah. Just that vibe, yeah. Just from your knees, yeah. Feel it out. Have your favorite song in your headphones, yeah. So keep that jack going. Boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, yeah. Balls of our feet, super light, yeah, so that we can be fast because you know it's fast, yeah. Let's do it 4 times. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Together. We go 6, 7, 8. Right foot starts. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Yeah? Let's try it with some music. Let's start half time. Cool. All right. So that is our farmer step 180. Yeah. Really, that comes from a farmer. Yeah. Which is just this move. Yeah. But we're just turning it and opening it. Yeah. Again, stay on the balls of your feet, nice and light. Yeah. Bend those knees and loose upper body, loose shoulders to find that jack in there. Cool. So let's just put those together one time. We're gonna go 4 heel toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna cross it over, back. Then we're gonna go right leg, open to the right, open to the left, open to the right, open to the left. So we go 1 time, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross it 5 and 6, 7 and 8. To the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. Nice. That's your house for the day. All right. So we did some house, and now as promised, let's get into some breaking. So breaking, also known as b-boying and b-girling, is a really athletic, dynamic, physical dance, and it has 5 different elements. Top rocks, footwork, breezes, power moves, and tricks. Today we're going to talk about a few of those elements, yeah, and I'll show you some of the rest. So to start, we're going to do some basic top rocks. We're going to start with a new top rock that we call a box step. Now this is a really important top rock because it teaches us all the basics that we need to know for our top rocket, yeah? So we're just going to take our left foot and we're going to step out to the left. We go out and we come back. Then right foot goes out and back. Then left foot goes back to the back, comes back, right foot to the back and comes back. Now, why is this called a box step? Because we're making a box, yeah? Everyone make a little box and put it on the floor, yeah? So we have 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're just touching those corners. We go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 4 corners equals box step. Now, it's really important in our box step to keep that groove, yeah? Which is called in breaking our rock, yeah? So we're gonna bend our knees, lean back with every single step. So we go lean back and lean back and lean back and lean back and, yeah? Make sure you're using your hips in these steps, so we don't want to just go top, 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 top. We want to use our hips, and hips, and hips, and hips. It's going to look a lot more funky fresh, yeah? So we have these 4 steps. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But we're not done. That's just halfway, yeah? Now we're gonna do 4 more steps, but we're gonna go across. So left foot starts, we go across and cross back and cross back, finish. So 8 steps total. We start straight, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we cross out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. What about the arms? Yeah? The arms for now, we're just gonna go open and close. Open and close, open and close, open and close. So we go open, close, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool, let's try it with music. So we go slow, 3, 4, 5, 6, start with the left. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross it out, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool? That was slow, I know. You never have to do that slow again. Now let's try a tempo. We go 5, 6, 5, 6 with the left. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that is our top rock for the day. It is called a box step. And now we're gonna move on to our footwork for the day. So today we're gonna do just some really basic weight transfer footwork, and we're gonna have 2 new positions that we're working with. So the first position is called bear position, and that's right here. So it's kind of like a push-up position, but our knees are bent. Yeah, our elbows are a little bit bent, and our feet are a little bit outside of our shoulders, yeah? So we're not here, we're here, we're kind of like dropping our butt down to the floor. So we don't wanna be like this, yeah? We wanna be like this, so flat back. This is our bear position. Our other position is called our crab position, which is right here. Cool? Crab position, bear position, yeah? So for our first transfer, we're just gonna go from our bear position to our crab position, yeah? And this might seem easy, but it's a little bit tricky. So start here, bear position. Now we're gonna pick up our left foot and our right hand, yeah? We're gonna come through the hole, boom, into our crab, yeah? So come back, we go up and through, and come back. We go up, through, come back, yeah? Now let's do the other side. So left hand, right foot, up and through. Yep, now we're in our crab, and we come back. Up, through, come back. Now let's do the left side, come back, right side, come back, yeah? Now let's put them together. So we're gonna go left side, and now from this crab, we're gonna lift our right foot and our left hand to come back. Now we should be facing away. Again, we come left foot through, boom, then right foot through, back. Other direction, right foot through, boom, left foot through, boom. Right foot through, and left foot through, boom. Cool, so in breaking, we call that a 2-step, yeah? That's just like the most basic 2-step we can do. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's like a really simple step. So play around with that, see how fast you can do it, yeah? Go crazy, yeah? And we can change direction. So we can go 1, 2, come back, through, through, back, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, basic 2-step. Okay, so next transition is gonna be going over the top, yeah? So from our crab position, yeah, we're gonna lift up our right foot in our right hand. We're gonna take them over to go to our bear and come back. Boom, so we go over and back, over and back. Now let's take it all the way over. So we go over to our bear, and then left side comes up, back. So we're going over, back, over, back. Cool? Now, challenge, can you drag this foot on the floor, yeah? So instead of coming up and down, we keep that foot on the floor, on the floor, on the floor, on the floor. Cool? So that's just changing over. And this is kind of like a modified Zulu spin. Yeah? So we're just changing boom, 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 boom. Yeah? So let's put those things together. So we're gonna go from our bear position, boom, to our crab, to our bear, to our crab. Then we're gonna take it over and to the side, over to the side, back through, back through, back through, boom. What? Crazy, crazy talk. Cool. So let's do one final weight shift transition, yeah? So we went diagonals, yeah? Diagonals. We went single side, yeah? And now we're gonna go front back. And this is the hard one. This takes a little bit more strength, a little bit more technique, but you can do it, I believe. So we're gonna start, yeah? Just sitting and facing, yeah? Now we're gonna put our hands on the floor. If we can, we're gonna pop up to like what we call the balls of our hands, right here, yeah? So instead of flat, we're gonna be up here. If you can, if not, don't worry about it. This takes some practice, yeah? So our fingers are facing out, yeah? They're not facing front, not towards us, but they're facing away, yeah? So fingers face away from my body, yeah? Then I'm gonna push down with my shoulders. So pushing down to lift your butt up in the air. Now from here, if you wanna try this first with no shoes, yeah? This might be a little bit easier. So just socks so you can slide. We're gonna cross our feet, yeah? Crisscross, applesauce. The feet, and pushing up through our shoulders, we're gonna pull through. Yeah, so again, we go here, we push up, we cross our feet, and we pull, slide through. You have to come back, we do the same thing. We lift up, we cross our feet, we come forward. So we go slide, back, slide, forward, slide, back, slide, forward. Now, if you're trying it, you'll recognize right away it's not quite as easy as it looks, yeah? But it's really important that we cross our feet, yeah? And right now you can even use the sides of your feet to slide through, yeah? Even if you have shoes on, you can slide on the sides of your shoes. Eventually, we want to do this without sliding, yeah? So we want to lift all the way up, not slide through, not slide through, but that's really hard. That's like next week, yeah? Cool, so that's gonna be our front and back transition. So if we're here in our bear position, we can slide front from our crab and slide back. Yeah, so that's like the forward backward change. So let's go ahead and put all these together and we're just gonna kind of play around with them, yeah? So we're gonna maybe start here and do a couple of these two steps, then maybe we'll do a slide, boom, then maybe we'll do a to the side, then maybe a two-step, then maybe another two-step, then maybe over, then maybe slide through, then maybe slide back, yeah? So just play around with that on your own. Take a minute, just like have fun, do your thing, yeah? I'll do it on my own time too. Let's do it together, yeah? So maybe I'll start here, bam, bam, boom, ooh, cool, pattern, two-step, boom, boom, oh, just kidding, coming back, boom, over, through, over again, out of the frame, over again, come back through. Woo! I hope you're sweating as much as I am. That's crazy. Cool. So last thing that we're gonna talk about today is our baby freeze. Baby freeze, yeah? So we're gonna set this up with a stab, yeah? So we're gonna take one arm, doesn't matter, yeah? Whichever arm you feel better about, you can try it on both. We're gonna stab it in to our hip, yeah? So my hip is here, stabbing in here, stab it in, yeah? We're gonna put this hand on the floor, just like a table, yeah? Tabletop. And what we're gonna do from this tabletop is we're gonna drop our head, and we're gonna bring our opposite knee to our elbow, yeah? So we're in this position, knees are down, opposite knee to my elbow. From here, I'm gonna just take my knee off the floor, activate my foot, and I'm gonna see if I can lift up my head. Boom. Yeah, if I can, next step is lift up my foot, and then lifting both. What? That's crazy. Yeah? The trick here, and the trick with all freezes, is that we're stacking on top of our bones, yeah? It's not just muscle, it's not just like pushing really hard, it's actually stacking on top, yeah? So, where are we stacking? On this arm, on top of our elbow, yeah? Into our side, into like our hip, yeah? On this other arm, on top of our elbow, into our knee, yeah? On the side of our knee, right here. Cool? So, let's try the other side, just for fun. So, one arm stabs in, yeah? You have to make that sound. Comes down, boom, yeah? And we're gonna drop our head, we're gonna drop our knee, knee to elbow, pick up our knee, pick up our foot, yeah? And then maybe pick up our head, and then maybe both, yeah? If you're not quite there yet, don't worry. This is a really hard move, yeah? It's not super easy, but practice, practice, practice. A little bit every day goes a really long way. Cool? So I think that that's about it for our breaking today. Just to review, yeah, we did our box step, boom, 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 ka, 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 and boom, 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 ka, 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 boom. Yeah, we did our basic footwork transitions, yeah, our two-step, coming over, and our pull through, pull back, boom. Yeah, our two positions were bear position and down position. And we did, of course, our baby freeze. Boom, boom. Yeah, nice. All right, congratulations. You made it, you survived, you're amazing. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in from your homes, from wherever you are in the world. Much love, peace, love, unity, having fun. Make sure you tune in again on July 23rd. We're doing a super special Zoom class, yeah, with me. And I would love to see all of your faces, all of your fresh moves. Keep practicing. All this stuff we'll be using in that class on the 23rd. Bring a friend, share this link, invite everyone, bring your whole family. It's gonna be a blast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Boulder, Colorado. Peace, love, unity, having fun. We out.